just feel like I can't start this video without taking a moment to acknowledge Las Vegas and the horrific events that took place Sunday night there. I have been just walking around super heavy-hearted over that, and just really praying that the Lord's sovereignty and peace would just cover the victims' families, the people that were there, the people that were injured. I mean, it is just horrible. And so I didn't want to start a video that is supposed to be fun and lighthearted without acknowledging kind of the state of my heart. Today we are going to be doing what I call a free fall foliage centerpiece. And what's awesome about this centerpiece that we're going to be working with today, it can be done for absolutely free. What you can do is just walk around in your backyard, your local parks, kind of common ground areas, and snip greenery. So today what we're working with is I have some silver dollar eucalyptus. This stuff grows everywhere and can usually be found off the sides of freeways, so I have some of this. I have this kind of pretty green blush looking plant. It's almost like part tree twig. It just has a different color and texture, which is why I'm using that. And then I have some of this acacia plant, but again, this is kind of pokey. I like the texture and I like the lighter green, kind of creamy color. Old vessel that is an old vessel I had laying around the house. I believe it was from Anthropology a couple years ago. I have filled it about halfway with water, so we're not using any floral foam with this. All we're going to do is put together a really easy centerpiece. Strictly greenery. It can be free, and if you feel uncomfortable walking around snipping greenery around, you can find a lot of this stuff at Trader Joe's or your local flower mart. But I think that greenery can be just a really beautiful statement piece. So I wanted to show you how to put together something like that today, and kind of the freedom and flexibility that comes in the form of that type of centerpiece. So I'm throwing a fall party, dinner party on Thursday this week, so I thought I would do the centerpiece today, show you guys what's done, and then next week I'll give you a deeper look into the fall party, my tablescape, some ideas for that, and just the menu and all those type of fun things. When you're doing a centerpiece and you're making a base, you usually start with your greenery, but because the greenery is all that we're doing, I'm gonna start with the most full greenery. So to me, the most full greenery that I've got what I'm working with here. Again, I've got 3 ingredients, so I'm gonna start with the silver dollar eucalyptus. This one is kind of the biggest, so I think I'm gonna start with it, and I'm just gonna start playing with it. Again, when you're doing centerpieces, and you're putting things just directly in water, in order to keep your water as clean as fresh as possible, give your sprig fresh trim, and also pull off any leaves that might be submerged in water, and that way it'll keep your water as healthy as possible and keep your plants living as long as possible. Now the good thing also about greenery is a lot of this stuff is super durable, so you might put this centerpiece together and this could last you like a good few weeks, because this also dries beautifully. Here is to keep things kind of lower and fuller with these silver dollar eucalyptus. So I'm just trimming, pulling, and sticking in here. I'm gonna kind of build outwards this way, and then I'm gonna fill in this way. Again, this is gonna need to look good from all angles. It will be in the middle of my kitchen or the table at the dinner, so I want it to look good everywhere. So I'm just gonna start sticking and playing, and as you know, if you've seen my other flower videos, you know that this part is you just kind of just gotta jump in, start somewhere, and then slowly play with it as needed. As I'm building out this way, I'm also subtly filling in the center, but in order to keep the centerpiece looking asymmetrical, even though I do tend to have more of a wild freeform look, I do want it to have kind of like a definitive shape. So I'm trying to build it outwards longer this way and keeping these sides a little bit more narrow and gathered, if that makes sense. I'm in a good spot with the eucalyptus. I don't need a ton. This is very full. And so now I'm gonna start adding some of my accent pieces. So again, I have this one, which is more of like a tree, branch, bush The leaves are a little bit yellow, reddish, purplish. I think it's really pretty and it will pop against the eucalyptus. And then lastly, I'm gonna add some of this it's acacia branch to add a little bit of texture. Place it in. I'm gonna tuck it kind of in between all the layers. I'm not gonna stick it all straight on top. I'm also gonna maybe pull some of this back and stick it down here, just so we have a lot of dimension. You can see some popping out down here, so it's not all weighing down the eucalyptus on top. So I'm feeling good. At this point, I think I'm just gonna kind of spin it around here, see what it looks like from all the angles. Really, you cannot really mess this up. Feeling like there's a little bit of a hole here, so I'm just gonna kind of push things down, move them around, shift them around a little bit so it feels like we're in a good spot. I'm gonna add this last little pokey bit of one, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Place where I feel like I could be done. So what I'm gonna do is just spin it around, kind of look at it from all the angles. I'm gonna switch that up here. I feel like this needs a little. Here we are, here's the finished product. I hope that you can kind of see a lot of the textures and dimensions in here, and how with just 3 simple greenery ingredients, you can come up with a beautiful centerpiece. It doesn't have to be hard or tricky or challenging, and you could just stick it all in here, but I hope that this kind of helps show you how you can kind of use greenery and form somewhat of a symmetrical centerpiece with just foliage. I hope everyone's freedom challenge, those of you that signed up, I hope it's going well. I will give you a personal update soon for how it's going for me. It's going great. There's some times where it feels really tricky, but other times where I feel really good, and I feel like I am less distracted and my mind is more clear, and that was the whole point of this exercise. So we're 1 week down, 3 weeks to go. It's been great. I hope it has been going as great for me as it is for you. Have a great rest of your week. I will be back hopefully with one more video this week and more updates on the Freedom Challenge and all of those good things. So have a great day, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.